This is how to earn income by recruiting people. Now, I was not a born recruiter, kind of like I wasn't a born sales rep. Some people just are naturally good at sales, naturally good at recruiting. Those people I found are good at doing it, but not as good at teaching it. When you have to learn the skill, you have to be able to follow steps, and that helps you teach it better to people that need to learn the steps. And so that's where I'm coming from. When I got into sales, I came with the mentality that the top performer would be the manager. And there's some logic behind that, but the top performing organizations, they actually let the top recruiters be the managers. At the end of the day, as a manager, your goal is to help other people produce, not yourself produce. Recruiting is the key skill set to that, not being the best salesperson. You do have to be able to teach other people, so having that skill and being able to be a top producer is important, but more often than not, the number one producers are not the number one managers because it's a different skill set. So just keep that in mind. It is a different skill set. It is a different pattern and different steps. Nonetheless, you can be very successful doing it. Some people make more money as top producers because that's their skill set. Some people make more money as top recruiters. There's a self-awareness key there. You need to know what you're best at and not let jealousy creep in. Just because someone's a manager doesn't mean they're making a lot of money in sales. That could just be their skill set and they're really good at it, but there's also some people that are really good at just sales. So that's a caveat I want to start with before we start. So here are the 4 beginning steps to being a good recruiter. Just like sales, they're very simple. They're very straightforward. You're probably going to have some cultural or social mannerisms or habits you're going to have to overcome to make you good at this because it's not normal behavior to be recruiting all the time. But once you get really good at it or natural at it, you'll be shocked at how easy and fun it is. The first key step to being a good recruiter is you actually have to love what you do. People have a sixth sense on whether what they're being sold is genuine and authentic or not. And if you're not genuine and authentic, people are going to understand that. So the best analogy I have for that is it's just like when you go eat really, really good food, you want to share that with others. You want to take others to that restaurant, you want to share the food with them. And it's not out of a desire to make money by selling the food. It's not out of a desire to like manipulate or have something over somebody. It's just like, this thing brings me joy. I want to share that joy. If you have that motivation, you're going to be a much better recruiter. If you don't, then you probably need to rethink whether you're going to recruit or not, because it's going to be it's going to be hard. Not that you can't do it, but that initial excitement is going to be more contagious than just trying to follow steps to recruit somebody. That contagion is going to do more to get people to work with you in this job than anything else, okay? After you have that initial like excitement, you're enjoying success from this job, the first thing you need to do is just learn how to open your mouth. As a missionary, they use that term all the time. They said, open your mouth. We just talk to everybody. For some people, especially introverts, it's really hard to do that, but you just need to get in the habit of talking to everyone. People on this airplane, people meet on the street. If you hang around any of your managers or me or anybody else as we're out and about, you'll see this. Like, we just talk to everyone randomly, and some are better than others. Kevin's amazingly good at it. James is very charming at it. You just can't have any inhibitions. You just gotta talk to everybody and be friendly and charming. That's the first step. If like you're not talking to people, then you're not gonna recruit them, right? And so you just have to be open to talking to people and be active to talk to people. The second part, you need to quickly learn how to get to know people, right? And so the conversation might go something like this, like, hey, what brings you here, man? And they'll be like, oh, I'm traveling, or I'm doing groceries, or maybe you're talking to your waiter, like at the restaurant. I've recruited plenty of waiters at restaurants, waitresses. Say, hey, what brings you here? How long have you been doing this job? The more you're engaged with them, the more they'll be engaged with you. So ask them questions like, what do you like about this job? What don't you like? I always try to ask unique questions. Like when I'm talking with someone in the service field, I'll be like, what's the craziest story you've had, right? And people always love to share crazy customer stories. They love to do that. So getting people to share and talk, every time you do that, they'll reciprocate. A good person will, which is pretty much every time. They'll reciprocate and they'll ask, what do you do for your job? And that's when that excitement comes out. I sell solar. It's amazing. And they're going to be like, why is selling solar amazing? And then you just explain the job, right? Like we do 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. It's not quite that, but that's an easy way for them to conceptualize it. We help people like do renewable energy. The coolest thing is there's no out-of-pocket cost for them. So it's a really easy set. It's a really straightforward sell. You probably don't want to say it's easy because if it was easy, everybody could do it, but really straightforward. It's an amazing opportunity. Then you'll see with that person if they're interested or not. Or they'll probably say, hey, dude, I'd love to find out more about that. It's that easy of a conversation, okay? And that can happen online. That can happen in a restaurant. That can happen on a bus. That can happen anywhere. That can happen like at a dinner party with friends, right? That initial asking about someone's interest in their job, what they do, and thinking about fun stories like, hey, what's the crazy, like in your job, what's the craziest story you've had? What's the craziest customer experience you've had? You know, like once people see you're interested in them, they'll reciprocate every time. Then that's your turn to share, not as a one-up or whatever, just share the excitement and then invite them to have a conversation with you and your manager. That's it. And then your manager will take it from there. But getting in the practice of doing that consistently is what's going to give you opportunities and lots of looks to meet with people people and then start recruiting them. That's a really simple framework. We'll do a couple more series on these to get more detailed on what you can do. But for those that are wanting to recruit, wanting to build a team, that's your first step, is just being excited about the job, opening your mouth, be engaged with others, and then inviting them to have a conversation to see if they're a good fit. Hope that helps, especially as we're growing the teams here. Those tips and tricks are going to be vital to you if you want to participate in that. So appreciate all you do. Follow along for more recruiting tips and tricks next week. Appreciate it. See ya.